Hello. How are you? It's me, Bree. It's been a really long time since I've chatted with you, and to be honest, I am nervous because I haven't filmed in a long time. I just got out of the shower and I thought, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna film because I've wanted to do this. So let's talk about it. Ooh, and everything went wobbly. You might notice a new background. We'll get to that in a moment. Where did I last leave you off? I think I left you in 2024 in my Project Pan video that I uploaded either in January or February, and then I just didn't do anything. I kind of like 2023, which is perfectly fine. I do this as a hobby. I don't do this full-time or anything like that. If you've seen my videos, then you know. But a lot has happened, and yeah, let's talk about it. 2024 was definitely an interesting year. Let's see, I don't even know where to start. Let's just start with the Project Pan. So that was a fail. I got through one item as much as I wanted to get through so much, and I actually do have plans to pick that back up, but it's not really going to be a project pan. It's going to be more of a project use up. I just have so much that in theory I could declutter it all and just start fresh, but I've already spent the money, and I know that those products are really old products at this point. Like, some of them are really old, but I've spent the money. To throw it away would just be wasteful. To start again would also be wasteful because I had products that might be old, but I still think were good. So I'm gonna pick that back up again. I don't know if I'm gonna film a video related to that because I don't even know if I'm gonna be really uploading a lot of videos this year. We're in an adjustment year again. I feel like every time that if you hear that, that's Onyx. He's somewhere on the bed, so apologies. They hear you, Onyx. We're in an adjustment year, and I feel like every year that I film and I talk, I say that, but this is truly an adjustment year. In 2024, I got a new job. If you don't know, I was laid off in October of 2023. That was pretty rough. Sorry, he's apparently going to keep meowing in the background. But in 2023, I got laid off, and that was pretty rough because we hadn't just come off, that's a lie. We had our little one, and we needed to build up our finances because we were going to move out of our condo. Because again, we had a little one and we just needed a bigger space for our little one to grow. And so that was rough because all the income was gone. We couldn't really apply for any mortgages or look for houses as we had planned. So in February of last year, I got a job. It's not what I wanted, but it pays the bills, and I'm still looking for jobs. So that started in February. I've been working since then. Well, not since then. I've had about a month and a couple weeks off because we had another little one in 2024. And that is so wild to me because we did not expect to do that last year. Basically, we had talked about having another little one at some point. We didn't want our first one to grow up as a single child or to have a lot of years in between them having a sibling. We wanted them to be as close together as possible because Chris and I both grew up having older siblings, so we didn't really spend a lot of time with our siblings, and we didn't want that for our little one. So cut to us trying to plan to have a little one. We were going to talk to my Obgyn about it, and next thing we know, I'm pregnant. And so instead of going to the Obgyn to start the process back up, we went and said, hey, we're pregnant again. Completely unexpected, and it's amazing how the Lord works because we didn't anticipate it, but here we are in 2025 with two littles and a new home. Yes, the background, this is our room. I'm not gonna do a full house tour because I don't feel comfortable doing that, but we have a new home. Thank the Lord. With my job, we were able to start applying for, really, we had to go through the mortgage process, and then we started looking at houses, and that alone was a process. Um, we sold our condo in like July of last year, and we didn't have our home until maybe September. I want to say September, October, I don't remember. But even then, it was still a process because we had actually moved out of our condo a long time ago. We were living with my parents after our first little one was born. We were only supposed to be there for 2 weeks. We ended up staying there for ever. And even now, even with our home, we still stay some nights, majority of the time, over at my parents', just life circumstances. So yeah, I think that covers pretty much everything without going into this really long thing. I thought I was going to be here forever in doing this video, but no. Yeah, that's the gist of it. I am hopefully going back to the workforce next week or the following week, which is great because we got bills to pay, but also it's a little, oh my goodness, I can't believe I'm gonna get teary-eyed. It's a bummer for me in a way because I feel like I didn't get to spend as much time with my second little one as I wanted to. And I think that's mainly because with our first little one, we were in the NICU for about a month. And in that whole time, I was off, and then I had some additional days. And yeah, I feel like this time it just went really, really quickly to be off for, you know, having baby and now having to go back. And it's been like a month. And so I know that I have to go back, but it never feels like it's enough. Even with our first little one, it didn't feel like it was enough time. Always feeling like there were just circumstances where I felt like I just wasn't as involved as I should be. So mom guilt, but I'm trying to not let that affect me as much because again, I know that we have bills to pay. We have a mortgage to pay now. Thankfully last year we made it so that we didn't have to worry about our car payment anymore. Thanks to the selling our condo, we had a little bit that we could afford to put into one of our major debts, and we chose the car because we just thought that would be the best in terms of interest and all that jazz. But yeah, I'm still, like I said, applying for different jobs and positions because it's not where I am, it's not where I want to be, but we'll see what the Lord has for me. What else? Yeah, I think that's pretty much it. No, I mean, we had some losses in the family last year as well. Unfortunately, he had an uncle on his side, I had an aunt on my side, and I feel so wrong to say that's life, but that's life. They passed like different months and very far from each other. His uncle passed away in early 2024 and my aunt passed away later in the year. So yeah, I wasn't super close to my aunt, so I guess I'm not super affected, but with his uncle, even though I didn't know him for a really long time, he was a really cool guy, and so it was hard for us to hear that he had passed, and even now we just are still in shock, like, to know that my younger kid is not going to be able to meet him. It's really hard. But on to brighter things. This is, like I said, our year of adjustment. We're still adjusting to being here. We haven't really been home until just recently, and so we're also adjusting with work and other things. So yeah, I don't know that if I'll be back to doing a lot of videos, to be honest, because I just don't know. I feel like every year I'm like, yes, I'm here, I'm gonna do the videos, and then I give you maybe 1 or 2 videos, and then I'm gone. But I actually wasn't really planning on doing any videos this year. I had thought about it, and I was like, no, I'm not gonna do it. It's just we're adjusting. We have 2 little ones now. There's no time. I'm trying to work on building up my small business to hopefully launch this year. It's also not how I wanted to launch, but we're making it work. And It's going to be under a different name than what I thought. We're just going to give it a try. This is the start of this small business is hopefully the prototype for what is to come. So I'm excited about that, but I have to get working on it. But hello, I am filming.
I didn't know you were filming. I just see what was going on.
It's okay. I didn't tell you I was filming. No edits. That is real life, right? Where was I? Oh, hopefully a small business this year. I'm really hoping for it. And I lost complete track of where I was going with that. Yeah, it's the year of adjustments. I wasn't going to film because I already feel like there's a lot that I want to do this year. But then YouTube Studios was like, hey, you had views for your videos from last year. And I'm like, wait a minute, people watched me. And so if you watched my videos for 2023 or any of my other videos and you're watching me now, thank you so much. If you've been with me since the beginning of my channel, thank you incredibly so much. Thank you for sticking with me even though I'm not a consistent person, and I really appreciate it. I think I'm gonna end it here now because I've gotten really nervous, and that's okay. But I'm gonna go ahead and go, and if I see you, I see you, and if not, I hope that you have a great year, and I'm sure I'll be back at some point, just don't know when. Bye.